Good morning, gamers! Today, I am sharing with you guys 6 Genshin Impact inspired hairstyles. Originally, when I opened up requests on which game characters for me to cover for a hairstyle tutorial, more than 50% of the requests were just for Genshin. So I was like, you know what? Why the hell not? So the characters that we are going to be covering today are Changling, Yaoyao, keqing, Venti, Klee, and also Ningguang. And as usual, as for my last few videos, every piece of jewelry that I'm wearing today is from my limited edition collection with Keston, and as usual, you can find more information about that in the description box below. So I'm starting off with my hair straight except with the ends curled in, and I used the T3 Lucia ID Smart Straightening and Styling Iron in 1 inch to pre-style my hair. If you see any splotchiness or unevenness in my hair color in this video, just know that I have given up and I'm too tired to care. Alright, first we are starting off with Changling. So Changling has this bow made out of a braid, and from the front it kind of looks like bear ears, and from the back it looks like a real bow. So first I'm tying off 2 mid-height ponytails in the back of my head. You want these to be so close to each other that they practically look like a ponytail, but it's actually 2 pigtails instead. And the closer you can get these 2 together, the better the result will be. And then with each pigtail, I'm braiding them off with a regular 3-strand braid and then securing it at the end with a clear elastic. Then taking each pigtail, I'm folding it in on itself and I'm pinning it down the center so that the tail hangs diagonally. And it's really easy to pin these in place. You just need a couple of crossed bobby pins and this hairstyle is going to be super secure. Then taking the other braid, I'm repeating the process, folding it over our first braid and then pinning it in place with a crossed bobby pin. And honestly, that is it. It actually really stays and it's really cute. If you want some character accuracy, you can use any sort of red hair bow and you just want to pin it at the top to sort of cover all of the bobby pins. But for myself personally, I wanted to put my own spin on it, so I grabbed this oversized pink silk bow and I just inserted it at the top again to cover all of the bobby pins. From the front, Changling has this little paw print clip, so I just put on a little floral crystal clip to sort of like mimic her look, and that is it for this hairstyle. I fiddled with so many versions of this hairstyle until I finally found one that was both quick and easy to do, but also actually just like stays really well. So I'm really proud of how this turned out. It looks ridiculously cute, and surprisingly, the hair stays really well. I think the braid gives a lot of structural integrity to this hairstyle, so you don't have to worry about it flopping around or flopping out of place either. So next, Yaoyao is actually an unreleased character, but she was leaked a while back, and I wanted to show you guys a different way of doing this braided bow that I did for Changling. So you want to tie the highest ponytail you can possibly manage. Then splitting this ponytail in half, I'm going to be braiding off each side with a regular 3-strand braid, and then tying off the ends with clear elastics. Then again, like we did for Changling, I'm just taking each braid and I'm folding it over itself and lapping it over the center to create a bow. And then I'm pinning this in place. So because this hairstyle utilizes just one large ponytail instead, it's really thick at the base. So rather than pinning it with a flat bobby pin, you actually want to pin it straight down. And this actually helps it stay insanely in place. And it's super tight and it's probably not going to like fling around. I just used a little bit of hairspray on my hands to smooth down the flyaways. I'm just mimicking the little flower clips that she has in the front of her hair with some small crystal ones instead, and that is it for this hairstyle. Again, it's super easy. Alright, next we are going into keqing. She has a little braid on the front left side of her hair, so first I'm just sectioning off about 2 inches of hair, and then I'm doing a quick little French braid, braiding it halfway down, and then temporarily securing this off with an elastic. Then for her little hair horns, from the top of my head to right above my temple, I'm sectioning off a small section of hair. And this is only about like 2 inches of hair. You don't really want to use too much. Then on the other side, just to keep it even, I'm sectioning off the same 2 inches of hair that I used for the braid on the other side, and then I'm sectioning the same top 2 inches of hair on the top for my horn. So after all the sectioning, this is what you're left with. So to create horns out of your hair, you want to take your little pigtail and you want to twist it really tightly on itself. Then pinching about 1 inch away from the top of your head, you want to fold it over itself. You want to wrap it over the elastic so that it starts to stand up on itself. And then you want to just keep twisting and keep winding the hair around itself until you sort of get something that stands up on its own, and then by using your fingers to just sort of pull things in place, you sort of get something that looks like a horn. Then of course you just want to take a bunch of bobby pins and secure this in place. So once we have our hair horns, you just want to split your hair straight down the center and then tie everything off into 2 pigtails. So that is it for keqing's hairstyle. I feel like this might be like the most accurate to game hairstyle that I did in this video, probably because of the purple hair too, but overall it really is just an easy hairstyle to do. Alright, we're gonna tone down the difficulty level by a lot and we're gonna do something really simple. We're going to do Venti. So Venti has this really cute little ombre for his braids in the front, and I dug around through my extensions and I found the perfect bright purple that's going to give the same sort of contrast with my darker hair color. So I'm just sectioning off a portion of hair in front of my ear, and then I'm just clipping the extension on both sides. And then from here on, I'm just doing a simple 3-strand braid and securing it off with a clear elastic. And that is it for this hairstyle. Super quick, it takes probably like 2 minutes, but it's still a really fun, cute, interesting way to incorporate some sort of like nerdiness into your daily hairstyle. And obviously you can use like a bunch of different colors of extensions. So overall, great hairstyle, thank you Venti. Next we're going to do another quick and easy hairstyle, and this one is for Klee. This one mainly has to do with a lot of sectioning, but it still makes a really damn cute hairstyle. So first I'm splitting my hair straight down the center in the back, and then after pulling away the pieces of hair that frame my face, I'm grabbing about 2 inches of hair right behind my ear and then tying off the rest of the hair into a mid-height pigtail. And then I'm repeating on the other side. And then since Klee wears a really cute hat, I just threw on a beret just to sort of complete the same silhouette, and that's it for this hairstyle. I know this one is really simple, but honestly, I'm so surprised at how cute and how effective this hairstyle is, because I feel like this hairstyle actually makes my hair look a lot longer, because when you tie your hair up into pigtails, obviously you lose a little bit of the length because your hair is all tied up, but when you leave a tiny bit of hair out like this, it makes your hair look as long as it actually is, and it's just a fun, different way to wear pigtails. Alright, so our last hairstyle is Ningguang, and when I got requests for this, I looked at her hair and I was like, hell no. What the hell is going on? But I played around with it a little bit, and I think that although it's not completely character accurate, I feel like I got something that is at least nicely inspired by her, and it's also easy to do, so here we go. So first I'm sectioning off the top portion of my hair, and then I'm brushing it over to the left side. Then with the second elastic, I'm pulling the hair halfway through, and then I'm separating it in half. Then taking the remainder of hair in the back, I'm looping this over in the front, and then I'm pinning everything in place. And I mainly put bobby pins in the center to keep the hair down, and then also on one side to keep the bow down. After using a little bit of hairspray to keep everything in place, and with a Chinese hair stick, I'm just inserting this into the center, and that is it for this very loosely Ningguang inspired hairstyle. Sorry, so much is happening with this last hairstyle. Like, it's even all, like, this last footage is also just like really out of focus. I don't know why my camera decided to freak out, but that's it for this video, and that's it for these 6 easy hairstyles inspired by Genshin Impact characters. Thank you so much for sending in your requests on Instagram as always. I really appreciate having you guys part of the conversation. It just makes these videos so much more fun to do. I definitely do want to do more game character inspired hairstyles in the future. I'm definitely always going to be opening up more requests on Instagram, so feel free to follow me at Princess May if you want to be a part of the next lineup. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next week.